What just took place in Detroit, Michigan was historic. Vice President Kamala Harris, joined by her VP, Governor Tim Walz, drew a crowd so large, over 50,000 RSVPs, they had to move to a special hangar at the Detroit airport to accommodate all of the people. You see the plane arriving there. I want to show you one of the most iconic moments of the speech that the MeidasTouch network was broadcasting live, when there was a heckler in the crowd. Vice President Kamala Harris laid down the law. Watch this.
He intends to surrender our fight against the climate crisis, and he intends to end the Affordable Care Act. You know what? If you want Donald Trump to win, then say that. Otherwise, I'm speaking.
A lot of comments coming in right now. Nicole Martin goes, doing more with that one look than any and all of Donald Trump's rantings combined. Mariah writes, this gave me goosebumps. God, I effing love her. She already had my vote, but damn, fire. That's why Trump will never ever want to debate her. Going back to the speech by Vice President Kamala Harris and Governor Walz in Detroit, here was another moment right here where Vice President Kamala Harris responded to the crowd, chanting, lock Donald Trump up, lock him up. Play the clip.
I know Donald Trump's tight. I know it's tight. In fact, I've been dealing with people like him my whole career. For example, as Attorney General of California, well, hold on, you know what? The courts are going to handle that part of it. What we're going to do is beat him in November.
One of the speakers before Kamala Harris was Sean Fain, the president of the UAW. And take a look what he had to say about Donald Trump. I see dead people. Play the clip.
That's right. You know, every time Donald Trump gets a chance, he trashes our union and he trashes the working class. He comes to Michigan. He talks about he's going to bring back the auto industry. Let me tell you something. Donald Trump doesn't know shit about the auto industry.
And there was this very special moment during Vice President Kamala Harris's speech where the crowd was chanting, thank you to President Joe Biden. Let's play that clip.
Today, I also bring greetings from our incredible President Joe Biden. That's right. Joe. That's right. And I know we are all deeply, deeply grateful to Joe for his lifetime of service to our nation. And we thank you, Joe Biden, each and every day for all you are and all you still have yet to do. Thank you, Joe. 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 I'm going to tell him what you said.
The best bacon, the best steak, the best chicken, the best salmon you'll ever eat, it's not going to come from the grocery store. It's going to come from the family farm and independent Alaskan fishermen. And now you can get it when you join the Moink movement today. Moink delivers grass-fed and grass-finished beef and lamb, pastured pork and chicken, and sustainable wild-caught Alaskan salmon straight to your door. Moink farmers farm like our grandparents did, and as a result, Moink meat tastes like it should because the family farm does it better. And the Moink difference is a difference that you can actually taste. Unlike the supermarket, Moink gives you the total control over the quality and source of your food. You choose the meat delivered in every box, like ribeyes to chicken breast to pork chops to salmon fillets and much more. Plus, you can cancel it at any time. And I love that Moink is helping save rural America. Join the Moink movement today, and you'll never turn back. Shark Tank host Kevin O'Leary called Moink's bacon the best bacon he's ever tasted, and Ring Doorbell founder Jamie Siminoff jumped at the chance to invest in Moink. Plus, they guarantee you'll say, oink, oink, I'm just so happy I got Moinked. I know I do, and you will too. Keep American farming going by signing up at moinkbox.com/MeidasTouch right now, and listeners of our show get free hot rolls in your first box. It's the best hot rolls you'll ever taste for a limited time. It's spelled MOINK box.com/MeidasTouch. That's moinkbox.com/MeidasTouch. One more time, moinkbox.com/MeidasTouch. Another one of my favorite moments of this speech in Detroit, Michigan, Governor Walz talking about the amount of days we have until the election. And he was one day off, but he said, look, it's because I've been working like hell, and we are going to continue to fight every day, and we will rest when we're dead. Here, play this clip.
By the way, we got about 91 days, and I keep telling people this, 91 days. My God, you can do anything for 91 days. 90. Christ, I haven't slept in 24 hours. You know why? We'll sleep when we're dead. We'll sleep when we're dead. Get it done.
Feel the energy there, though. Incredible energy. Here's Governor Walz again, where he says, the unforgivable thing about these MAGAs is that they took away our joy. They tried to steal our happiness. Play the clip.
This is what we know. All the things that make me mad about those other guys and all the things they do wrong, the one thing that I will not forgive them for is they try to steal the joy from this country. They try and steal the joy. But you know what? You know what? Our next president brings the joy. She emanates the joy.
One of my good buddies texted me earlier in the day the following, and I just want to read it again for you right now. He writes to me, hey, Ben, you know what's funny? So much of campaigning is so effing dark and ominous and angry and scary. So if Vice President Kamala Harris and Governor Walz can legitimately inject some of the joy that he's talking about, I wonder if people would recognize how powerful that can be. The normal people in America don't want to be dreading S-word constantly. A lot of people in the middle will vote for genuine optimism, and thought that was very powerful what he said. It stuck with me. That's why I wanted to share it with you again. Here, Lieutenant Governor Gilchrist talks about how very tiny and small-minded Donald Trump is. Like, tinier than you ever think. Here, play the clip.
Y'all can't even imagine how small-minded Donald Trump is. Like he's smaller than you think. His running mate, J.D. Vance, is too afraid of the future to have you be a part of it.
Here's another powerful moment by the president of the UAW, Shawn Fain. Let's play this clip.
They talk about who you love, where you're from, or how you look. The working class has been left behind, and I don't know how you feel, but I'm angry.
Here, Vice President Kamala Harris talking about specific policies that are important to her and her running mate, Governor Walz, and this country. Play the clip.
We lowered the cost of living for America's families. so they have a chance, not just to get by, but to get ahead. Because look, while our economy is doing well by many measures, prices for everyday things like groceries are still too high. You know it and I know it. When I was Attorney General, I went after price-fixing schemes. And when I am president, it will be my day one priority to fight to bring down prices, to take on the big corporations that engage in illegal price gouging, take on corporate landlords that unfairly raise rents on working families, to take on big pharma and cap the cost of prescription drugs for all Americans. That is the work we will do together. And all of this to say, unlike Donald Trump, I will always put the middle class and working families first.
By the way, this photo was unearthed earlier today. Trump flying on a private jet with Kevin Roberts, the leader of his Project 2025 agenda, despite Donald Trump claiming he has, quote, no idea who's in charge of it. Donald Trump then said his Project 2025 architects will, quote, lay the groundwork and detail plans for exactly what his administration and movement would do. So take all of the joy and the happiness and the energy I showed you in those prior clips, compare it to this video that was just unearthed of Donald Trump praising Project 2025. Play the clip.
Because our country is going to hell. The critical job of institutions such as Heritage is to lay the groundwork, and Heritage does such an incredible job at that. And I'm telling you, with Kevin and the staff, and I met so many of them now, I took pictures with among the most handsome, beautiful people I've ever seen. I didn't like that picture. If you could lose that picture, please, would you, Kevin? But this is a great, no, he says I won't do that. But this is a great group, and they're going to lay the groundwork and detail plans for exactly what our movement will do and what your movement will do when the American people give us a colossal mandate to save America. And that's coming. That's coming.
And talking about that joy, here is a moment that I want to share with you. This is when Vice President Kamala Harris came out on stage. Look at this moment. Let's play it.
Good evening, Detroit! Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening.
You know, I want to check what our competition is doing. At the same time, we were broadcasting the Kamala Harris speech live. It looks like on MSNBC that Ari Melber had Stephen Miller on. Let me give corporate media some advice right now. You know how y'all always play the Donald Trump speeches? You know how y'all give him exorbitant amount of attention? You know how you run his press conferences many times unfiltered? There's a historic moment going on in American history right now. The joy, the positivity, the defense of our democracy, this movement rallying around Vice President Kamala Harris and Governor Walz and everything they stand for, it is sweeping the nation. So here's my advice. Why don't you play these speeches? Why don't you actually show the news? Show people what is actually happening out there versus engaging in self-serving debates with MAGAs who are just going to spew a bunch of BS and nonsense. And even if you win the debate, which I'm sure you're a good debater, what is that doing? How is that moving us forward as a nation? Enough of this MAGA nonsense. And as Governor Walz said, these are the people who are trying to take the joy from us, take away our smiles, take away our happiness, make us feel bad and make us feel pain. Enough. We're not going back. I'm Ben Meiselas. This is the MeidasTouch Network. This is your destination for pro-democracy news. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 3 million together. It's free to subscribe to this channel. Tell others about it as well.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Meidas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.